I am your teacher Vanaja Priya. Welcome to the 8th standard. I am handling social science. Yes, here in this pandemic situation, online classes are very necessary and it is inevitable for us. Is it? I know that you are very sincere. Is it with us? Yes, watch carefully. Then afterwards is a very necessary to understand the all concept in the 8th standard. Is it? You are stepping for the high school. Is it? For 8th standard. So it is a new step in your life. Because of the foundation, how is a very necessary for the house or construction of a building. Similarly, the basic is a very necessary for you. Is it? Because of 8th standard is a basic. Without the basic, we cannot achieve anything. Is it? So, without knowing about any fruit, it is possible to eat. Is it? See here, apple is there. So, you know the features of the apple. So, at the first time, your parent or your mother is introduced about the apple. Apple is a sweet, it is a very soft, it is a very tasty, it gives a strength to you. Is it? So, likewise, so when you are the small baby, on that time your mother and grandmother is introducing that apple to you. Is it? Afterwards, you will start to eat that. Is it? And you are feeling very happy. You love that. Is it? So for that purpose, after the growing, you are loving to eat the apple. Afterwards, in the different forms. So likewise, so at beginning, when you are in the child on that time, you are only eating that apple like the slice. Is it? But after some days, you want the juice. After some days, the milk days. What is the milkshakes? Then after the some days you are using that apple in the cake or apple pulp. Is it? And apple halwa you needed. So how you understand to prepare all these things, or how you want to taste this? How you know about that to drink the milkshakes or juice by the apple? Sometimes we making the some more pickles by the apple. Is it? So how we can understand about this? Because of we know the basic concept about the apple. Is it? How is the apple? Is it? What is its nature? What is its features? Is it? So all these things we understood means we cannot make that apple in the different forms. Is it? Similarly here also the 8th standard is the basic for you. You should understand the basic concept of social science. Is it? Is in the 8th standard you are only learn about that in the social science. I think it is the history, civics or political science, then geography. Only 3 parts are there in the 8th standard. Children, it is not likewise in the 8th standard. Is it? Because of here we can see that in the social science subject we divided the subject into the 6 parts. Is it? So first one is the history. Is it? In the 8th standard you are going to learn the more concept here. Is it? First one is the history and second one similarly what you learned in the 8th standard is the civics. Is called political science. And third one is the geography. Is it? So you learned in the 8th standard. These 3 topics you learned in the 8th standard. No? So what are the new subjects in the 8th standard means? Here that is sociology. Understand? Sociology. Then next one is the economics. And third one is the business study. These are all the 3 new subjects for you. And it is a very necessary to understand, because of you become a good human being. Understand? You should become the first good human being. Afterwards, you should accept do the any profession. Understand? Without the human being, we can't become the any professionalist. Understand this? So for that purpose, modalu manavanagu. For that purpose, you should modalu social science na read madu. So, what is the social science here? Social science, is it? So, there is a no only single word social is there. It have along with the science. Understand this? So, what is the social science? Social science. Social means society. Science means science. Is it a systematic study? Understand? Social means society. Science means systematic study. Is Systematic study of a society is called social science. Is it? It is a very necessary for you. Is it? So sometimes we are neglecting. Some children want to become the scientist. It's a very inevitable. Society is needed a wonderful scientist because of our country is developing by the scientists in one way. Is it? Then afterwards, second one, some people want to become a doctors, so they are neglecting the socialism. Social science is not good because of our country need a humanistic doctor. Is it humanistic doctor? Then afterwards, already I said no, our country need the scientist as a humanistic scientist like the Abdul Kalam. Is it? Similarly, our country need a teacher. It's a very interesting. That is the humanistic teacher. Is it? Then afterwards, our country need the engineer. Yes, it is needed humanistic engineer. Is it? Our country needed a soldier. Yes, it is a very necessary. Is a humanistic soldier. Is it? And our country needed the laborers. Yes, is the humanistic laborers. Is it? So humanity is a very necessary. Our country is dedicating, and it is always what is explaining about the Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Is it? World is a family, is a very big concept in our world. This concept we can see in our country, and we given this concept to world also. Understand this. For that purpose, we should become first human being. It's very necessary to understand our society. Is it? How to live in the society? How to behave in the society? Is it? What is the contribution to the society by our side? Is it? So, what is the function of us in our society? Is it? So, how the society is formed? How the human being is formed? All these things we are going to understand in this social science. Is it? Yes, it is a systematic study. We are not learning about the anything and different concept, not likewise. We are learning in the social science very systematic manner. Is it? See in our social science textbook in the history lessons is there. History lesson is started by the basic like sources. Then prehistoric age. Is it? Likewise in the sense sources. What is the source? So how can we find the history? Is it? The sources are the very necessary. Is the sources, prehistoric age, how the early man is there, how he is living, how the civilized culture is formed, is it? How the society is formed, how villages are formed, then how the urban areas are formed. Likewise, by step, and afterwards, year by year, we are learning in the social science. Understand this? Yes, likewise only when we move for the socialism. Socialism is a very wonderful concept because of we are human being. Is it? We are a human being. We are living in the society. Children, you know that if it is possible by you to live in the jungle, no, it's a highly impossible. Is it? We are the human being. We want to live in the society, in the group of the people also. Is it? Without the society, we can't live. Society and as the human being are the two faces of the single coin. Is it? So, the wonderful socialistic concept you are going to understand in this year. Then afterwards, economics. What is the economics? Yes, you want to become a business person? Yes, you have the solution in the economics. And how to save the money? You want the solutions and suggestions. Yes, is very necessary for the economics. Is it? And you have the limited sources. Your desires are very much. Yes, you should understand about that economics. Understand? Then similarly, business study. Yes, some children have the wonderful dream that they want to become a wonderful business magnate. Is it? It is only possible to understand by the business study basic concepts. Understand? All these wonderful things you are going to understand in the 8th standard. Yes, well children, join us. Afterwards, follow us and don't miss any videos. It's a very interesting to you. Afterwards, in next video, I will tell you a wonderful story and some tricks about how to understand the history, how to understand the political science, how to understand the sociology, and how to understand the economics and business study. Understand? I again heartily welcome you for the 8th standard. And then next, I want to give you some homework and basic concept for the for you in the text. Okay, follow us.